mighty long dreams like.
What's up, Fit Fam? Coach Josiah here for Mobility Monday, and we got Coach Ellie helping us out. All right, so today we're going to talk about 5 simple exercises you can do at home to help loosen up your tight muscles. All right, so first off, exercise 1, we're going to be coming over to the pole. You can do this in your doorway. If you have a random pole in your house, you can use your pole. But if you have a doorway, might as well. All right, so with this one, we're gonna have your hand palm right on this pole. From here, we're going to twist and square up our shoulders. All right, so we're facing directly away, and from here, we're turning the elbow pit straight up to the ceiling. What this is going to do, you're gonna feel it all in the pec, you're gonna feel the shoulders as well. You wanna hold it for 60 to 90 seconds. And once you do one side, you wanna make sure you go to the other side. The other thing to keep in mind, while we stretch, you wanna breathe in through your nose and then out your mouth, right? The other thing to keep in mind too, you might not feel as tight right in this area, so you have the freedom to kind of move your hand up and down to really explore where you're really tight. All right, it's important. You know your body better than anyone else does, so you have the freedom to kind of figure out where you're really tight. Exercise 2, we're gonna come down to the ground. All right, this is one of my favorite exercises because I get really tight in the middle of my back, also known as the T-spine, the thoracic spine, all right? Why is that important? Well, we need to be mobile in this area, so this is an exercise that's gonna help you increase your mobility. T-spine mobility, that's what it's called. So you're gonna be sitting back on your heels, hands directly in line with your knees, and then pretty close to you. You're gonna take your left hand and put it on your left ear and bring your elbow to your right elbow pit. Then you're gonna come all the way up, open, and face the ceiling. Is that side a little tight for you? Yeah? You might find that one side might be looser than the other, and that's important to know. All right, you might need to spend a little bit more time. I would do 10 passes each side, go to the other side, repeat. Make sure every time you do one of these exercises, you do the other side as well. It's imperative, you need to do that. Once you do this, make sure, deep breath into your nose, and then exhale as you open. Exercise 3, we're gonna lay all the way down on our back. Now, Ellie's gonna show you from a side view as well. So with this one, your feet are going to be tucked to your body. Keep your shoulders flat on the ground. We're gonna shift the knees over to one side and slow control and go back to the other side. If you need to modify, just don't go as far. If you're starting to feel discomfort or you feel like your low back, you're really tight and you start coming up off the ground, all right, you need to make sure that you keep those shoulders down as well as that low back as best as possible. It's okay to do this. You're gonna go 8 to 10 reps on each side. Make sure you take your time, breathe, it's important. Next exercise, it's a great exercise. It's gonna be the sprinter stretch, a modifier part of it. It's gonna be in a half kneeling position, digging your back toe into the ground, all right? Activating the glutes, but then not just sitting here looking pretty, you gotta push your hips through, and we're gonna loosen up the hip flexor. Hip flexors are very common to be really tight, and it's important that we relax them. How do we relax them? Well, we gotta camp out in this position. You might find that you're not so tight in this position as much, so you can try to shift your hips back and forth, side to side, and you're gonna find that you might be tighter in one area more than the other. One side might be more tight than the other, and that's okay. Remember, 60 seconds to 90 seconds. Make sure you breathe and squeeze your glutes. Activate the glutes because that's gonna help relax those hip flexors. Now, last but not least, we're gonna work on those hamstrings. All right, so you're gonna be in that kneeling position, but you're gonna kick your legs straight on out. Now with this one, you're shifting your weight back and you're going to make sure you keep that knee straight. If you don't keep that knee straight, we're really not gonna be able to activate those hamstrings as much. So you don't have to touch your toe. Ellie's very flexible here, so she's able to do so. But if you cannot do that, come higher and make sure you're really pushing your butt back. The other thing too is you can open your toe, and that's gonna work a little bit different. And then you can also close the toe. That's gonna work different parts of that hamstring as well. And if you need to modify because you find that you're falling side to side, either go to your pole again or kick your foot out to the side and stretch it out. All right, guys, those 5 exercises are gonna help you. They're simple, doable, anywhere you need to do so to help you limber up, stay mobile, and stay active to live a higher quality of life. Guys, if you got any questions, if you liked it, loved it, please comment below, like it. Anything else?
That's it.
That's it. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in.